Hey everybody, this is Pete Sounds and welcome back to part 2 of my Benchmade collection. If you saw part 1, you know that I pretty much went down the center here and displayed most of the knives down here in the center with a brief description about them. This is part 2. I'm going to try to get them all into part 2, but there might have to end up being a 3-parter. I have, like I said before, I have more Benchmades in my collection than any of my other production knives. So last time I believe I left off with the mini skirmish and the bigger skirmish up here. So I'm going to go ahead and take it from where I left off. So this is a snooty design knife. It's the leaf design. You get a carbon fiber bolster with a micarta handle. This knife has since been continued by Benchmade, but it's a great design. I love how the handle sort of tapers off at the end there. It's a very unique design for Benchmade. Again, snooty design, 154 cm steel. But I believe the best part about these knives were that they came with super thick titanium liner locks that just are really, really strong. And because they're titanium, they're pretty silent. You know, you just hear that click at the end, which I really like, and very smooth action, super strong liner lock on these. Underneath that, this is another carbon fiber bolster. This has a rosewood handle. This is another limited edition by Benchmade. This is a McHenry Williams design, S30V steel, and this is a limited edition. This is 198 out of 500. It's kind of hard to see that, I know, but this is a really cool knife. Kind of stays true to that McHenry Williams design, and I don't know, just an all-around great Benchmade. So access, this also has the access lock, and very cool, like it a lot. This is the Benchmade Morpho. This is one of their butterfly knives. This has the pressure lock on it, so just takes a little push and that's going to snap open, and it has a really smooth action to it. I'm trying to get this, you see it here. So very cool knife. I have a few of the other Benchmade butterfly knives I'm going to try to fit in here. So what I like about the Benchmade butterfly knife, especially the Morpho, I believe might be the only one that has this. I'm not sure, but this actually has a clip on it, which you don't see very often when it comes to these knives. It makes it very easy to stick in your pocket and carry around. It also has a great pommel on the end here, sort of to a point, so there's a non-lethal application to this knife as well, and just an all-around great knife. I love the sort of jeweled titanium on the inside there. You can see that. Anyway, moving on, this is the Shoki. This also has a rosewood handle, and you can see that there's some nice file work going on here. This is more of like a utility gentleman's folder. It's got a great blade. It's a Japanese design. It's I don't know if you can see that, S30V steel. Get the jeweled liner in there, and this uses the knock lock, which is a push button lock. Not many Benchmades use this. I believe it's only the Shokis, so could be wrong. This is one of Benchmade's newer knives. This is the Shane Siebert. It's got a green G10 on one side, and then you get a half titanium top with a low-level, low-pocket titanium clip. This is definitely a workhorse knife. You can tell by how thick it is and how weighted it is. It fits in the hand perfectly, and it is also a first production. This is 422 out of 1,000, and it's an M390 steel, which is similar to a tool steel, like a D2. So it has a real workhorse, feel to it, and it's just meant to be used hard. No question about it. got a very thick chiseled frame lock, which is also a plus, that the frame lock is chiseled here at the top, which makes it a perfect fit. I mean, that blade isn't going anywhere. It's not coming back on your hand at all. Very cool knife, brand new from Benchmade. Up here at the top, I'm going to showcase just a few right now of my Benchmade automatics. Now, most Benchmade autos are push buttons. They have the locks in the back, they're sliding locks, and the push button auto is just a classic from Benchmade. This happens to have a American Tanto with a half serration. Most of the autos are 154 cm steel. And they're just workhorses. I mean, what can you say? Automatics. I have a whole automatic section coming up, so that's why I'm just going to save most of them for that. But I'm going to definitely display a few of them here, including one of my favorites. This is a unique design. This is also a limited edition. This is an auto, but it utilizes the access lock for the auto. So you simply are pulling down on the access lock to flip that open. And this is a Mel Pardue design. This is a limited edition. This is number 163 out of 250, and it's an S30V steel. And it's this is actually one of my favorite autos. I carry this quite a bit. And just to close it, you're going to pull down the access lock like you would if you were closing a regular knife, and you just lock it into place. This doesn't have a slide lock. This has, like, I'm not sure what to call this. It's just, you know, you're pulling it up, and you're essentially stopping the motion of the access lock from being pulled down, and then you pull it back to open it again. So, very cool knife. This is one of Benchmade's bigger autos. Same thing as before, slide lock, push button. This is a plain clip point blade, and this is a 154 cm also. Very cool knife. Underneath that, very common Benchmade auto. These are the ones that you see most of the places if you have them. It's the smaller version. Same thing, slide lock in the back, open that way, half serration, Mel Pardue design. Most of the autos are Mel Pardue designed. He doesn't do any custom autos, but. And then down here, to round off part 2, this is definitely going to have to be a 3-part series, I've realized, but these are the first 4 I'm going to display of my gold editions. I have a few others, but I'm going to display the first 4 here. This is the Shoki limited edition gold model. The only real difference between this one and the one I showed you before is that this one has an all carbon fiber handle. It still has the file work in the back with the jewel titanium liners. It has the knock lock. This one is a gold plated, and it's this number 57, I believe, number 57 out of 250, I think. So, very cool knife. Below that is the Nitrous Striker Gold Edition, and this is an assisted opener, all carbon fiber handle. This one has a great snap to it, and it's also got the jewel titanium liners, and this is number 178. And this is one of my favorite gold edition knives because of its size and the fact that it is an assisted opener. So it's a spear point, which is very cool. I like that a lot. Moving right along, another gold edition here. This is a Warren Osborne Damascus Tanto. This is number 148. This has got the hand inscribed Benchmade clip with the all carbon fiber handle, excuse me. This is the light carbon fiber, which I'm very partial to. Many of my custom knives have that. And just another great gold edition from Benchmade. And then rounding off the gold edition for this part, we have the classic. This is the Benchmade Griptilian Gold Edition. This is their newest gold model, or one of their newest gold models. All carbon fiber, and it's raised carbon fiber, so you really get a nice grip. This is the plain, and this is number 102. And this is an CPM M4 steel, which is my current favorite steel. It's super strong. And that is going to round out part 2 of my bench.